right, well, we're officially live, and you can probably hear us now.
Hey, how's it going, guys? So today we're actually in a 2014 ZL1 Camaro. It does have aftermarket exhaust on it. This is actually a friend of mine's car. He has no problem loaning me the car so he could actually take it for a drive and give our own input on it. Of course, you got Travis behind the camera over there.
Hi, everybody.
This is just gonna be a quick kind of review and stuff like that. I've drove a lot of high horsepower cars before, but none have actually had the shit on the windshield. This has got the heads-up display.
Heads-up display, yeah. Got a little oomph to it.
Yeah. And that's with traction control on.
Nice, nice.
Yeah. This car, I don't know if you know, but cars like this one are actually supercharged from the factory. This has got the LSA motor in it. It's also got that exhaust, man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what to say other than that exhaust. And then that supercharger whine. That's the one thing I do have to. I have hats off to Chevy. They love the push rod motors, and I know why. You do not get that in a Coyote. You do not get this kind of crap in any of the Ford stuff, unfortunately.
That's why so many people LS swap.
It actually rides a lot better than I expected for a Camaro.
I was gonna say it's not rough, like compared to the stock Camaro.
So I was telling him the other day. I was telling Travis, what was it, about 3-4 weeks ago? I test drove a new Camaro. Yep. And it was tiny inside. I didn't feel comfortable in the car. I can actually see out of this car just fine. I was actually didn't expect to be able to see out of the rear window because when I test drove that car, there was nothing there. Yep. This just feels like I'm back in my 11 Mustang. Interior feels actually really roomy for
what it is. Yeah, I mean it's not bad. And this seat's up a little bit from yours, but I even have enough legroom over here. That's what I was wondering, because
you are, a giant compared to me.
Yeah, no, I'm not cramped by any means, guys. I mean, I'll show you. The seat's up about 2 notches. I'm not cramped by any means. No, we couldn't get anybody behind us.
Granted, there's still no back seat.
I mean, there is. You could get a car seat back there if you had to. I mean, like, it's a family car.
Unlike my 11 you could actually fit people in the back of, because at the time I was married and he was married, and both our wives sat in the back seat of them without a problem. Of course, now we're both ironically divorced. Right. But that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day.
It's not the Mustang's fault, man, okay?
And he actually just went out and bought a 2019 EcoBoost. And funny story is, the horsepower in this car is double his car's horsepower at the crank. Yep. So if that can just tell you that horsepower this car has, he's got a brand new car. This one's, what, 6 years older than yours?
Almost 6, yeah.
And yours is, now granted, yours is what, a 4-cylinder?
It's a 4-cylinder, turbo.
And this is a
8-cylinder supercharged. Yeah, a little different. It's a little different, you know. It should have double the horsepower. It's double the engine.
Well, you compare it to, like, Shitbox. It's a 6-cylinder. And this has 3 times the horsepower as that car. Now, I can see why people go out and buy these things. The guy that owns this car is actually going to be selling it in a couple of months. I think he needs to find a way to keep it.
I was gonna say, what did you say, like February, something like that's when he's kind of looking at?
I think he's looking at December, like next month.
That quick, wow. Yeah.
He actually was looking for a Hellcat when he bought this car, incidentally enough. And he was like, I'm not gonna buy it. He's like, I'm gonna buy a Hellcat. Couldn't find one in his price, and he came across this by pure chance. And I have to admit, this feels so much better than a Mustang. Like, I get why people like the independent rear suspension. Mm-hmm. I mean, my solid axle Mustang, man, it bounced, and you felt every jar on the road. This car, wow.
So now, take into effect that that's coming from somebody who owned a pre-S550 Mustang. Yeah, mine has the independent rear suspension. It rides about like this. It's kind of nice.
It may ride like this, but it doesn't have the power like that. I mean,
no, my 4-cylinder Mustang does not have the power of this 8-cylinder fucking Camaro. I'm sorry. Okay, get here. I'll get closer. We good? You can hear it?
Now that's with traction control on. This thing
does have some fun in her though.
This thing would be scary with traction control off.
I don't think I'd take traction control if I owned it. I wouldn't want to wreck the damn thing.
Well, I mean,
There's a time and a place. This is not the road for that.
No, this is the road to have a little bit of fun now.
I will show you the road we're on. This is not the road you do super stupid shit in a car, and there's no fucking sides.
I just love this. The Borla attacks on this car are like the perfect exhaust to have. Mm-hmm. I don't think you could own this car with any other kind of exhaust.
No, it's got a damn good tone to it.
Maybe like Corsa Extremes, but I wouldn't think the sports would do this this car justice. Mm-hmm. But man, once you get it up past 5,000 RPM, this thing's scary.
Mm-hmm.
Now, so funny story, because him and I have been looking at different motors for the Mustang. So just for the fun, I looked at how much this motor would be. To buy this motor used, just motor and transmission, is $15,000. So, to put in perspective, you can go out and buy one of these used for 28, 29 with low miles. So, for $13,000 more than just the motor, you get the whole damn car, which is the independent rear suspension, all the hop-ups, because let's be fair, these were not just straight track cars. These were also road carvers. I mean, this car has a lot of rubber on it. This car's got a lot of meat. This car is it's a point-and-shoot car. It's got some turn-in. This would be a fun car for like a track day, and then turn around and go to a drag night too.
I don't think he's gonna let us do that.
Oh no, I give him trouble because of how he drives it to work. As we do that, we go right past that deer.
Well, you know, we didn't hit it. You'd have heard that shit if we hit it.
He hit a deer with this.
Really?
He owned it for 2 weeks. Funny story. He owned it for 2 weeks and hit a deer in the front end of it. So the whole front end of this car has been rebuilt from hitting a deer right in front of Jim Chineri.
Nice.
In Union, yeah.
Very nice. How do you hit a deer there? Jesus Christ.
It's like on the way home from work.
What the hell?
Yeah. So he was probably there about 6:45 and a deer ran across the road in front of him. Nice. He drove it to work like that. The front end was just kind of like, it's there.
It's fine. Just don't run it hard enough that it rips off in the end. It's no big deal.
Yeah, this is not what I was expecting at all. I was expecting almost like that scary Mustang power. Mm-hmm. Like, I mean, there's an 89 Fox body that I drive now and then. And that car is a stroker motor, and that car is fun. That car is scary fun. This car is weirdly controlled, but also
say it's very reasonable power. Like,
it's very for having 600 horsepower, just shy of it. This car is a lot more tame than I was expecting. It feels refined, and I hate to say that because it is not a Ford.
I was gonna say, because I used to be the Chevy guy and he was the Ford guy, and we're starting to switch mottos here.
But this thing is like really, really nice. I almost feel bad that he's trying to sell it. Like, Brian, sell your plasma. Don't get rid of this.
So now, to be fair, guys, we're doing this one first, but we also have a couple of friends who have basically stock SS Camaros. One's got exhaust and one's basically completely stock.
One's kind of got exhaust.
Okay, so one's basically running open tube headers because he doesn't know how to fucking weld an exhaust. But either way, one of them in the near future is going to let us test drive that car as well. If it comes down to it, one of my buddies is going to let me do it as soon as he gets the check engine light fixed, which is probably a good thing. I'll tell you in a little bit. So anyway, because I asked him the other day, my AP guy.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, as soon as I get the check engine light fixed, you guys are willing to take it out. I'm like, okay. You sure you don't want us to take it out while it's broken? So anyway, once that comes out, we'll kind of give you a little like side-by-side comparison of the two. Our opinions on this versus the stock SS. So, because stock SS uses what, like 19? Somewhere in there?
What?
19,000? I want to say that's about what you can get them for low miles like this.
I think there is one actually for sale. It's 2010. Mm-hmm. But I think they actually have there's a 2010 local that's for sale for, I want to say it's like 16, 17. But so, I mean, it's all mileage too. This car's really got low miles for the year.
Yeah.
It's a 14 with only 37,000 miles.
So you're talking a $10,000 swing in used price. So for sheer fun factor, I have no doubt that this thing's going to beat the shit out of the stock SS. But we can kind of give you an idea if it's going to be worth it or not. If you really need to spend the extra money on this, or if an SS will get you there.
I don't know if I like the backup camera though.
It's very grainy, well, kind of black and white.
But it would be from one of the first years that they did backup cameras.
Yeah, I get that.
But my thing is just how Chevy does this very open cockpit feel.
Yeah,
which is cool because it's a lot of a driver's car. You see driver compartment. You got extra gauges, but I don't like how low this sits.
Yeah. Now, so here's the thing: we need to find somebody who has one of those brand new Corvettes that like wrap into the driver. And see if they'll let us test drive it.
For some reason, I don't think...
Everybody like and share the video. Make us famous so somebody will let us test drive this, okay? Please. Even a dealership. If somebody's crazy enough, let us do it. That does sound pretty, though.
That exhaust, man. Like, the pops and crackles, it brings me back to my Mustang. Because my Mustang it popped and crackled, but it did not pop and crackle like that. Like, this is scary popping. This is a fun car.
This is borderline thunder.
This is borderline stupid.
No.
My problem is I wouldn't keep it like this.
I was gonna say you'd want 200 to 300 more horsepower bare minimum.
Like, oh well, this is cool and all. But I mean, let's cut it too.
That supercharger's cool, but let me put a 20 shot of NOS on this motherfucker. We're gonna see what it'll really do.
20 shot? No, this car needs like a 150. It's to cool the supercharger heat
Right,
down.
Yeah, see, this is the shit that gets him in trouble.
You inject it in front of the supercharger so you lower your intake temperatures. Or you just put a meth kit on and call it a day.
Don't do meth, kids.
I mean, a meth kit would actually work well on the... Is that... Okay, that's a weird kayak trailer, I guess.
Huh. Hear that? Are really weird chairs.
You want to do a walk around on this?
Sure.
Real quick, I want to see if you can actually see this HUD, because I've never been in one like this, but if you can, that's really cool.
My super old Grand Prix had like the first year for that.
Yeah, but just the general concept of it is
the new ones look so much better.
Here, I'll keep it running so you can walk around with that little bit of... So I didn't... What? I wasn't sure what I thought of these glass things. But after getting in it, it's not near as bad as I expected.
No. It's got a good rumble to it.
It's almost tame at idle.
Mm-hmm.
You don't realize you're in a supercharged monster.
Now, completely stock motor, right? Just stock ZL1, nothing he's done to it?
Yeah, no, this is a fully stock car. The only thing that's been done to it was the exhaust, and it was done before he got it.
Okay.
And like I said, the front end is actually from wreck, but you can't really tell. He actually took it to a really good shop. And since it is fall in Missouri, welcome leaves.
Right.
Yeah, he hit deer cover across it, you can't even tell. Really nice car though.
I'd say it's clean. Should be for only 37,000 miles though.
Yeah, but you think about the age of the car.
Well, yeah.
It's a well taken care of.
Mm-hmm. Minus the whole hitting a deer in the front end right there.
Now, funny story though. So he lives about 30 minutes from work, and he said it's $20 in gas to go from home to work to home again. So it's $20.
So don't buy it for gas mileage.
Day. He said on the highway the best mileage he's gotten is 14 miles to the gallon on the highway, baby in it.
That's horrible.
It's not that bad.
It's not a gas mileage car though. I mean,
I'm sure it is.
No, it's not. Unless you want bad gas mileage and that's your goal.
It's like 3 sets of lights on.
That's what the new Mustangs have. They're weird, man. They're eyeball lights. You ain't gonna see much during the day, but yeah, they're on.
And you don't have to record it.
Well, I mean, hell, we're doing the review. Why wouldn't you do the lights? They do. They have like a halo effect.
Yeah, but I was looking at like the 6 sets of fog lights.
Well, it could be high beams, crack beams. I don't know. Running lights.
I'm wondering if the middle ones are the high beams.
Maybe. They ain't doing shit right now. That could be turn signal. Fuck, I don't know. Well, turn signal's over there.
No idea.
I have no idea, but
This is what happens when you got a poor guy in a Chevy. He doesn't know how to use it. I do like this thing too. They got that suede inserts in them.
Yep.
Now I think that's just standard ZL1 stuff. But I also like the D steering wheel because it's got the D cutout on it.
Yep.
But it's definitely a fun car. Would it be a daily driver?
I guess it depends on your commute.
Who cares about commute?
Well, no, I'm just
When I
saying.
hit my Charger,
I'm just saying. Hold on. Whoa.
That car too.
I'm saying it depends on where you're driving to.
Oh. No, I drove an hour each way.
I'm saying there's certain parts of St. Louis we would have taken my car.
Well, that has nothing to do with your commute. Well,
Unless you drive to that every day.
Does your car have auto start or?
No.
Oh.
It doesn't have remote start. It's got push button start.
Well, let's crack that car over so you can get the exhaust difference.
Yeah, we'll do the quick. Well, you ain't gonna be able to hear it. Here, you can have that. I'll start the car.
Well, you can't hear it. What do you mean you can't hear it?
You can't up close.
Oh, so I need to go all the way back here.
Put that in the muffler.
I was gonna say, put it in the muffler. Is that what I have to do here? Yeah, he just bought this car. Yeah, you hear that rattle? I think that's the exhaust, or it may just be the exhaust tip.
Yeah, the slight rattle fart noise that comes on, that's the exhaust.
Oh, okay.
But at the end of the day, it is a 4-cylinder.
It's got that new car smell, though.
Well, it's only got 181 miles on it.